get going now, Matt. Let's go live. Pat, do you mind telling them that we can go live? Yeah. We're live? Okay. Yeah. I love that. All right. Hello, everyone. Yeah. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our next session. It seems like you guys are having great conversation. Welcome to our session today, and excited to finish up IFPG. If you guys see on your table, you will see a workbook. Raise your hand if you see a workbook and you have one. Awesome. We made that from scratch for you to take notes, write in, and actually learn something. Who has gone to a session and you've just learned nothing? All right. I'm hoping that's not today. All right. Awesome. All right. So everyone, how do most brands try to tell their story? How are you seeing brands trying to attract Z's? Shout it out. Advertise, yeah. Storytelling, yep. And people in the back, you are drowning me out, and I love the conversation. Hold on. All right, how else? How else are you seeing franchise brands trying to attract Z's? Yeah. Articles, yeah. Testimonials, yes. What are some ways you are seeing them doing it wrong? What are some bad ways to attract Z's? Not portals. Not telling the why, yeah. I don't know how to respond to that. Okay. So guys, I see three things franchise brands doing wrong, and it's why we love this space, because I'm trying to solve these three things. I'm seeing these three things that franchise brands keep on doing. One, fake footage. We Google corporate people around table or happy family in the front yard, and we pay $5 and we think that's going to convert the lead. Two, those amazing chalk videos, right? Are those going to really drive someone to want to work with your franchise? And three, classic Zoom videos, right? Are thinking our salespeople can actually bring it home each time. They are an integral part, but we need someone else to tell the story, right? Somebody else has to be the validators. So I'm going to show a quick video for you. And as you're watching it, I want you to imagine if someone that's on your website right now, if they had a video like this to pull on the heartstrings.
Unfortunately, I started to hear the comment.
Stand by.
And I lost a lot of good friends. And it's just,
you know, so when we made that video, there was no echo. Okay, all right. So basically, we'll move on. That video was real footage. And what you didn't hear him say was he has a great life, he gets to see his kids more, and he finally has that work-life balance. Real footage, real soundbite, real testimonial.
Unfortunately, I served in a period of time.
So after, let's pretend you saw that video, and it was an emotional video. What are you feeling after watching that?
Engagement complete. You are cleared to engage from minute 7 to minute 17.
Connection.
And I lost
inspired, yes.
A lot of.
So guys, on page 1, I want you to write down
And it's
if you were to have heard that video,
just
what you would have felt if you
it's
watched
difficult
that
times.
inspiring video. You would have felt heart. You would have been inspired. You would have felt connected. And guys, it doesn't matter what you are selling. We are not logical when we buy things. We are very emotional people. So we have to make sure we tell emotional videos and show them to the people that you are trying to award a franchise to. Harvard says 95% of us buy based on emotion, not logic. And that's on page 1, 95 of us. So if there are 100 people here, 95 of you are going to do something because you felt an emotional connection. So if I was to go on your website, would I feel emotionally connected to your brand? This is what we're going to talk about today, because this is the thing I keep seeing franchise brands doing incorrectly, is we got to tell the story. So guys, we're going to go through 3 things here. We're going to talk about the story funnel, which I'm really excited about. We're going to give you some real examples. And if there's time, we're going to do a little paint activity on the last page of the workbook. So guys, I'm a big fan of this. It's something I speak about a lot. The E3 storytelling formula. And something we like to do at Franchise Filming is to be real. So you guys might hear it throughout the speech. I actually used to have a speech impediment when I was a kid. Used to not be able to speak. So you might hear it coming out, but I love talking about storytelling. And the funniest thing is, I get lost and it's hard for me to say S's sometimes. Isn't that funny? But we tell stories, right? So, everyone, the first E in this, who can guess what the first E is in the E3 formula here? Say it. Emotion, yes, write that down. You gotta be emotional. It sounds so simple, but if I went on a majority of your sites, there wouldn't be something to pull me in. Second thing is, you guys need evidence. Evidence. I can talk all day about how I think how great we are, but somebody else has to talk about it. When I go on your website and we see leadership only, which is very valuable to have leadership speaking about the franchise brand, it doesn't actually hit the way that we think. We need somebody else to say how great you are. Who goes on Yelp and you want to look at if a restaurant serves good food, and you look at the top review, yeah? Oh, Susie loves the steak. We got to go to the restaurant, right? Your leads are doing the same thing. They want to hear evidence of how you made their life better. And the last thing is empathy. We want them to be, that's me. That could be me. I was a veteran. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I want to pass something down to my kids. You want them to be like, that could be me. These are the 3 things that you guys need to effectively tell a good story. Second thing is the funnel. Can someone tell me what a sales funnel is? What does it do? Top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom. Come on, salespeople. Anyone? What is the point of a funnel in sales? Close deals. Yeah. Everybody starts at the top. It's our job to bring them down. And the way you do that is you got to tell a story throughout all of it, over and over and over. The first S on page 1, you got to spark awareness. You got to get them curious. You got to get them, ooh, that was inspiring. Let me reply back to that salesperson. Ooh, that was a good story. Maybe I could see myself being a franchisee. Got to get them, you have to spark something. 2, trust. You'll see that a lot throughout this session because it's the thing that's going to actually move the needle the most. Somebody else speaking about you over and over and over, and not just a talking head, not just a Zoom video, but visually telling the story. 3rd thing is the opportunity. Have them talk about the opportunity of a better life, more time with their kids. If they're a multi-unit operator, they could open up some more units, whatever that is. What is the opportunity? We are painting a picture throughout the funnel, right? But at the very top, you got to make sure it's the most inspiring video ever on your website, on your drip campaigns. I am a big fan that if a lead does not call me or write me back, it's not anyone else's fault but mine. I must have not inspired them enough to want to write back to me. R, you got to reassure them. What training are you going to give them? What support are you going to give them? When I got into franchising, I had no idea that you guys do 3 weeks of training. You guys check in on them. I didn't even know that. It's the coolest thing ever. Your leads also want to know that you're going to pick them up if they fall, and you're going to train them. Right? It's so, they need to hear this. We all know this, but leads on the website they can't grasp it. So we have to show them again and again and again. And the last thing is a yes moment. What is that yes moment? Showing a discovery day, showing the leadership saying, hey, welcome to the team. We cannot wait to have you. We'll see you next week. Well, and it could be another validation video. Guys, you can never litter enough testimonials throughout. It's telling the story over and over and over. Let's see some real videos, yeah? Woo! Okay. All right, let's turn to page 2. So something that I try to do here is after I show a video, I want you guys to write down one impactful thing you think you felt or experienced on that video. The first one, I used to be you. What was the before and what was the after? Where was someone before your franchise brand? Where was someone, were they unhappy and now they love life? Did they hate their 9-to-5 and now they love their 9-to-5 because of your franchise brand? You've got to show that I used to be you.
This franchise, it has been a positive impact in our.
We're going to go on a journey, guys, with this echoing video. You know, so we're a visual storyteller, so we're going to be visual, all right? Okay. So what she was saying is I get to see my kids more.
As a single mom
Notice,
and
real footage.
buying
We are
this
not just at the
franchise,
office. We're at home. We're filming it. This was scheduled, right? So someone says, hey, that could be me.
been a positive impact in our lives as a family. Over time, it's gotten a lot easier with
Now
the
she has
flexibility
and
of my
the team she
time,
can
just
depend on and actually love what she does.
because I can depend on my team.
And sound guys, we can just mute the rest of the videos. I will visually be a storyteller on the rest of this.
And
All right, the story 2, overcoming adversity. How did someone overcome something? What did they go through because of your franchise brand? Before, This mother's child couldn't read, write, or do math. And what she was speaking about here, I'm trying to remember the video. Yeah, you might want to go to the MacBook Pro. That's all good. Essentially, the franchisee was essentially saying her daughter couldn't read or write before she was a Z, and she became a franchisee of that brand. And now her daughter can read and write and is actually doing so well at school. And because of that, she has a purpose again. She has a purpose in being a franchisee. It's the story. It's not just about the data and the facts. That's really important. But in order to attract these franchisees, we got to make sure we're telling the story over and over. One of my things to say is I love being real and authentic, and my clicker is frozen. And we tested this. We could also turn this into a Q&A, and the greatest thing about all of this, you guys, we are actually live on YouTube and LinkedIn, so everybody's seeing this awesomeness.
But I was blessed with a child who was expelled from preschool.
I love this stuff because it shows you just how to do something.
From the time that she was born, pretty much, we knew that something was a little
All
bit
right, here we go.
different.
Okay, we got some story. All right, there we go.
We tried years of therapies. At age 10 is when we started with Learning RX. And at that point, she couldn't read, or she couldn't do math, or she couldn't write. She couldn't do anything. 2 years later, she was able to pass 2 of the 3 standards-based tests in the state of Virginia. More importantly, by the time she got to middle school, when they tested her and were considering her for
But
an
I was
alternative
blessed
assessment,
with
they said,
a
"She's
child
not
who was
eligible
expelled from
because she's in the
preschool.
average."
And she's my second
And I
child.
said, my daughter's average. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. And she could have never done that without Learning RX. Learning RX to me,
From the time that she was born, pretty much,
She couldn't have done that without learning
we knew that
RX.
something was a
Who
little bit
loves
off.
audio on video? I do. All right, thank you
We
guys.
tried
Okay.
everything.
All right.
with
All right,
we
so
tried years.
she not
of
only
therapies.
helped
at
her
age
own
10 is when we
child,
started with
but
Learning
she
RX.
helped others
And at
open
that
their
point,
own
she
care
couldn't
too.
read, or she couldn't do
It's the
math,
purpose,
or
it's
she
the
couldn't
story,
write. She
it's
couldn't do
leaving
anything.
out the franchisees that you
2 years
already
later,
know are
in
great
the
and
state of
saying, let's
Virginia.
film some of them. It's going to be your best salesperson that you've ever had. The story 3. The We Have Your Back story. Talk about the support. Talk about how your brand is going to give somebody the training that they need.
Very quickly. One of the things I take most pride in at Bumble Roofing is the quality team that we built here. Our franchise owners are taking advantage of that by using most pride in at Bumble Roofing. Tools that we built is the quality team that we built. All the operations, our franchise owners, to make sure that they can scale those teams, support those teams, taking it and make sure that their employees are just advantage of that by using our resources.
Woo! Bumble Roofing Power. There we go.
Tools that
Okay.
we built
All right.
here. And all of the operations
Guys, it's the real
and
story.
systems
It's
to
going
make
to
sure
the
that they
job
can
site,
scale those
knowing the
teams,
tech,
support
knowing
those
the
teams,
tech,
and make sure that
knowing
their
the founder.
employees are just as happy.
The answer is actually right here, but I don't see franchise brands doing it. Like, this is the stuff that someone goes, oh, Scott Sutton seems like a nice guy. Is Scott in the room? There we go. Okay, there we go. Right? Maybe I can help Scott out. Right? David, founder. He seems like a good guy. That's the stuff we need to have leads see. And for time, we're moving forward a little bit. Story 4, the mission moment story. Guys, your franchisees have changed lives. They've changed the customers' lives, but are you showing that? This franchisee just had a job, but she wanted to feel like her work truly mattered.
Seeing that smile, or I get a little emotional.
That smile,
Knowing
or
that I made a difference in someone's life, and that person turns to you and says, "Thank you. You made a difference in my life. You helped me to accomplish something I couldn't have done by myself." And when you see that loved one and they're flourishing in this environment, and you know that you had something to do with it, I've never had any other experience in my life that made me feel so good about helping someone else to accomplish something I couldn't have done.
Was that scripted or was that real?
And when you
Real.
see that loved one,
Real. That was real. We sat her down and asked her
they're
questions to dive into that story.
flourishing in this
It takes time, but it's the best time that
environment,
you'll ever spend is making
and
sure you
you
capture
know
that.
that you had something to
And
do with it.
lastly, I actually want to show a brand video that we did for us and new people that come to work for our team.
I've never had
Before-
any other experience in my life.
No, a lot of people don't know this, but I actually used to have a business partner for like 2
that made me
years.
feel so
It was the best time. Loved it.
good.
And one day it just
About
kind of was done.
Helping
I went
someone
into a
else.
depression that I've never actually been in before. And I was like, I can't do this on my own. I'll just go work for someone else. And that same day, I actually got offered a full-time job to film for someone else. But here's what I had to go through to actually get out of that. You know what, Chris, love you, man. Like, all right, gonna build up my confidence. I'm like, yeah, I can do this on my own. And his roommate gonna build up my confidence. I'm like, yeah, I can do this on my own. And goes, and his roommate, do you really think you can dead in the eye on your own? And goes, do you really think you can do this? And the saddest thing about that question was my initial reaction was, and the saddest thing about that question was my initial reaction was, he's right. Like, that sadness turned into me wanting to prove the world wrong. Because the whole friend group, me wanting to prove it. I didn't think I could do it. So it went from me being sad to me being like, F this. I'm going to prove to them that I can do this on my own. Like, I believe every business owner needs that one thing when they get going to focus on. The first 2 years of it's telling the story of the first 2 years. We all have great founders. We all have great CEOs. Tell their story. This was actually a bunch of series that we did. It turned into like a 13-minute documentary that we're going to show to new people that work with us. And we turned it into sizzles and shorts to recruit other people to want to work with us too. It's the story. But if you go on our website, it's not just me speaking. I actually speak the less. I actually speak the least. It's the brands we work with speaking about us. Trust and validation. Guys, I'm going to give you some stats and some facts as we begin to fade out because of time. This is page 3, I think, if I remember. Guys, if you want more leads, this drives 30% higher conversion rates. So if you aren't getting the leads that you want, are you telling a story? The data says if you just tell a story, your leads will skyrocket. Your conversion rates will skyrocket. People remember things 22 times more that are in a story.
So, these are storytelling. I'm assuming these conversion rates are from organic leads. You can't necessarily get consultants to say more because you are doing the story yourself and competing against every other franchise who wants that lead.
Yeah, so whether it's website, whether it's an email campaign, if you just tell a story, no matter what it is, email, medium, broker, website, the conversion rates will go up and people will remember that brand more. We want to be remembered. You know, hoping for this speech, you'll walk away with some facts and not about the audio, but if you do, that's funny to me, right? We remember things. We remember things that are real. And lastly, guys, viewers retain 95% with video and only 10% with text. So that PDF, I have some too that I send the team into leads. It's not doing the thing that we think it is. People want a video. They want to hear and feel something. Awesome. And guys, just quickly run through some social proof. I'm showing you this just because I want to have you guys understand the power of video, of telling a story, right? So what would it mean if you could cut your sales cycle from 120 to 72 days? What would it mean if you closed 7 deals in 50 days? What would it mean if you had 99% of people watch your videos until the end? These are real brands that work with us. And I'm showing you this because I want to tell you about this story. I don't care who you use to tell a story, but you just got to tell a story. All right, so due to time, we actually are going to fade out, but I want to take a quick selfie. Thank you guys all for being here and coming to the session. Appreciate it. Hold on. Gonna do with what Red does. Ready for a selfie? Okay, all right. And FYI, our team will be in the corner right there. If you have anything to ask, you want to chat, we'll be right in the corner right there. Matt, shout out Matt. He's 6 days into franchising. Shout out Matt. Brittany as well. Brittany's here. She's 6 days also. Shout out them. Okay, all right. Ready, guys? Ready? 3, 2, 1. And hands up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Cheers. Yeah.
All right, everybody. You got about 10 minutes to stretch your legs, and then we'll start the next session.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, this is exciting, but I'm a little concerned.
What's up?
Well,
Thank you. Thank you, Matt.
I'll
Appreciate
tell
it.
you
Yeah.
why, because when I look
What I can say is that the franchise filming videos for us has been something every candidate has referenced, and I have no doubt it has helped us close deals.
Our franchise leads have exploded since we started adding videos to our process, and our time to close has almost cut in half based on the content that we're able to provide candidates at every step of our process.
One of the great things about the team at Franchise Filming is that they have helped us build sets for things like a bathroom and a trench in a yard that allows us to feature our service without actually having to go in and dismantle a bathroom or dig in someone's actual yard.
Made great suggestions, great ideas. So it wasn't just that we hired somebody to do a video, it was somebody who managed the project for us.
Since we filmed with Franchise Filming, We've seen a pretty significant jump in not only the lead flow that we have, but the return on those leads.
Partnering with Franchise Filming really allowed us to be able to pivot very quickly and without much stress or delays to the production side of it. Being able to overcome a lot of that has been really great.
The overnight night was terrific. Appreciate it so much. It really made a difference on the last day of our conference to be able to show what happened just a day or two beforehand.
We told them a day and time that worked best for our franchisees in particular. They were there. They got the scheduling together, which was great. We had a call sheet, so everybody knew where they had to be at what time, so it made it a lot easier.
The testimonial video shoots are just awesome, and Franchise Filming makes it super easy to go through the process.
If you're looking to bootstrap video, it's just not worth it. It's like the old saying says, if you want bread, go to the baker. If you want awesome filming, go to Franchise Filming.
All right.